What's up, everyone? So I have a few things coming for the truck over the next few days, so I got to get a few things done to it. I want to do a 0 to 60 in stock form, which does have the catback exhaust on it, which came with it, but that's as close to stock as I can get. So we'll do a 0 to 60 time. I will install the Edge programmer before I do the 0 to 60 time. I'll leave it on the stock tune, that way we can actually get the 0 to 60 time. We'll use the programmer to do it. I do have dash command on my phone and stuff, but I'll just use this. So first thing first, get this installed just on the stock tune. And then the next thing we need to do, well, we'll do a 0 to 60 time, but then I want to throw air intake on it, do another 0 to 60 time. So I do have the mount on the window already. Just have to plug this in. All I have to do is just plug it into the OBD2 port, run the wire up behind the dash, and plug it in. That's it. So I'll get that going. You guys will probably notice I did swap out all the interior lights already. Put some LED bulbs. These ones suck to swap out. You guys end up doing it on your own trucks. These ones are terrible, with the LED bulbs at least. The rest of them were really easy because I did to all of the bulbs in the truck, including the ones in the door. But those ones are a huge pain. So if you end up doing them, just know those ones suck. Anyway, get this in. And we are obviously in the vehicle. Got the wire run up behind the dash. And we got the programmer in. Alright guys, I just got to the place where I'm going to be testing it. Trans temp sitting at 123. Intake air temp is 66 degrees. So let's get this thing going. We want diagnostics, there we go. Performance tests. 60. Okay. I will try and record this as best I can. Over, we can actually look at it. We did 0 to 60 in 10.4 seconds, and if it matters, 555 feet to get to 60. Guess it matters, but whatever. So I will turn it around and we'll hit a 1/4 mile time and see what that is. So I just ran the 1/4 mile time and we did a 17.6 second 1/4 mile at 80 miles an hour. Definitely not the fastest 1/4 mile time I've ever done, but for a full weight truck, you know, toolbox full of stuff in the back, and elevation obviously making a huge difference because we're at something like 4,600 feet here. So not terrible, not awesome, but I'm not upset about it, and it gives us a good baseline. We know where we're starting. We'll do some stuff and see what the modifications do for us. So the next thing we're doing, getting rid of that factory air intake, putting the air intake that I bought on it. So it's nothing fancy, it's a cheap eBay intake, but I will replace that filter at some point with a nice one, Canon or AEM something. Other than that, it's just an aluminum tube, so I don't really care that it's not a brand name. It doesn't really matter. So, get this one off, that one on. those of you that watched the Jeep video, I've got some heat shielding stuff over there that I'm going to put on the inside of this. So this is just a heat shield that came with the kit. So I'm going to put some of that reflective stuff on it, and maybe it will help. We have heat shielding on, or heat reflective material on the heat shield. Got the intake on. I do need to pull the fuse, the radio fuse, to change the tune on the tuner, which I want to do. That 15 millimeter out right there, the radio fuse. So I want to show you guys how to set this up. So we'll go down to the extreme tune and we'll select that. And already pulled the radio fuse. It's going to save the stock tune. And it is building that custom tune, loading that up. And it finished loading. It's going to ask me to turn the ignition off. Enter to continue. It's going to wait. And it's going to want me to turn the ignition on and hit enter again. And that's it. It is time to do another 0 to 60 test and quarter-mile test. So let's see what the 0 to 60 does now. So we did 520 feet to get to 60 this time, and 9.6 seconds. So definitely an improvement. Let's go hit that quarter mile. Just completed the quarter mile time in 17.2 seconds at 83 miles per hour. So I think that was 3 miles per hour faster and about 0.4 of a second off the quarter mile time, something like that. I think it was 17.6 in the last one. I'll be able to check that later. So that's almost half a second and 3 miles per hour off of the intake and the Edge programmer. Not too bad. Well guys, that wraps up the first round of modifications for the truck. I'm about to start on the next one, so I'll be starting on filming that here in just a minute. I can give you guys a sneak peek of part of it. That's all you get though. Some of you are familiar with that purple bottle with the yellow lid. You know there's some cool things coming. So pretty excited for that. Pretty excited for that video. See if it makes a difference. Hopefully you guys stay tuned. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We will see you in the next one very soon.